Welcome, Reflections. You are over here with Tarithia. We are here to talk about Solomon's Island. Now, if you are unfamiliar with Solomon's Island, hopefully after this video, you will have a better idea of Solomon Island and what goes on there. Make sure you hit the like and subscribe button so you never miss out on another video. The article that I'm actually referencing from today, it's in the description box below if you want to go check it out on your own. Now, after I read this article, I'm actually going to let you see an interview or two reflection about Solomon's Island, and the people that actually live there, they have witnessed certain things at Solomon's Island. It's different than someone coming in, asking or observing than people that actually are native to that land. Okay, so with that being said, let's get started. Off the north coast of Australia lay the enigmatic Solomon Islands. It is said to be haunted by a supernatural presence. There are even stories of wild entities and glowing forms that have been whispered about in the paranormal circles for years. Yet few know how strange the islands really are. For this episode, we consider the experience of a number of people who have managed to break the ice of the island and its people, and it actually have encountered the wonders and mysteries that are hidden there. Now, flying attack craft shootings, beams of light, burning light that is, and contemporary reports of giants are just a couple of the strange reports to emerge from Solomon's Island. Now, we discussed this more as we watched the clips of this particular Australian researcher who actually spent days traveling in the dense jungles to uncover the source of these mysterious events at Solomon Island. Reflection. So what do you think about that? It has actually been said not only are there giants at Solomon's Island, it is actually said that they have been I guess what we would call UFOs. Okay, that's not what they call them over there, but this those type of allegedly aircrafts that are coming out of the mountains, and some are even saying it's coming out of the water. Reflection. But I'm going to let you come to your own conclusion. Drop in the comments and let me know, what do you think about this Solomon's Island? Is this all just a big conspiracy, or is it really giants, UFOs that have beaming lights that actually can cause skin burns? Reflection. What is really going on over there at Solomon's Island? Let's check out a couple of videos.
Something you mentioned something about giants. Could you explain to us who or what giants are and what major types of giants exist?
Right, exactly. There were three types of giants, especially in Golden Canal. One is a kind of small type of human form-like, and also another one is kind of like a real human being, kind in on our height. Another one is a very huge one. It's a very big one that is also can become invisible. So those three types of giants are living right in Golden Canal. Okay. Well, to describe them is to me is simply like the gorilla face and bodies, and that type of powerful type of the gorillas, and because they are very strong type of let's call them animals, something, or homoid or whatsoever. They can carry even very heavy logs and break down the trees and all those things like that. Even the humans, they can carry humans with their bare hands and carry them to the mountains, those very steepy mountains. They are not so too intelligent because what actually happened to them is they only have two mindsets. One is to think about what to eat, another one is to have sex, to reproduce, that's all. And then they are not really friendly, and that's how the way they think. In Golden Canal, the giants really exist, and it's really living in caves under the Mount Tuve, which is the toppest point here in the Golden Canal, the highest peak in Golden Canal. Whereas in many coastline in the eastern side of the island, they have the tunnel entrance to that place, which is easily we can see them the tunnel. But the giant, because of they have like the part relationship with the real human beings, and the human beings, the home people believe that the ancestors are coming from that type of people. Or then we must have to go through them by asking them permissions, and even they themselves, their clan themselves within those giants can lead us to this place where they live. But they are really existing in the Golden Canal. So they have a big cities, I believe, in that place. Even in history, we heard about Lati Makonde, and he was one of the king of the giant right now, living in the same cave with those other giants.
Okay, Joseph, I have some more questions concerning these very strange things, because everybody needs to admit that stories about giants are very hard to believe, because in Europe, in other Western countries, people say it's only legends or myths. But I heard that giants are actually not the only mystery of Solomon Islands,
Right.
and that over here in this area, and even over Chapuro and in the sea nearby, people sometimes see kind of strange lights. Can you tell us a few words about those lights? What they are, what do you think, and when you can see them and where?
Right. Good. Yes, the light is, we see light very often. Like the light is always appearing same place, and the same time at night, and also it flows the same directions every time we saw it. And it exactly comes out from the horizons in the same directions out here. If you go to the beach at Chapuro, and there is a point at Chapuro here, and you always visit it, you know the place.
So they are somewhere over there?
Right, near the beach there.
Okay.
Or if it's for a good view, we can climb up the tip of the hill there, and just near the sea, and we just can see it during the night. But most of the time it can fly, we can saw it during the very dark night. And the dark nights during not morning, and then you see it flies from the same place. But it always comes that these things, since we come to grow, we also saw it. But something really surprising us is because it flies the same direction every time. And we also had, some of our boys here, some of our village fishermen, also have seen it, and they feel its lights that it strikes them. When it saw, then he hover upon them, then they feel such light, very hot, the heat of the light, very hot. So some of these boys here drop themselves in the water, so they hide themselves under the canoe. And also the same incident of that light happens to one of our relatives, and even been admitted to the hospital. And also similar incident happened to one of our friends too, been swimming in the pool up on that mountains. We believe that is Mount Dragon, we call it Dragon. And then that lights come, and it comes like not the light, but it comes like an moving object. It's an object hovering him, and he dives under the water, and then later he comes out and you see nothing. So that is, we call it mysteries, because we do see it every 2 nights. We don't really, I cannot really tell what exactly it can be, because many people of the Solomon Island think about the spirit. And then we have a question ourselves, because if it is spirit, why did it signals, give an SOS something under it? And it have a hit when it shines upon the people. And also, many people are missing in the past years, we understand, when we remembered. So we don't blame that the light did it, but we have to, we think about it. So here at Chapuro is a very nice viewpoint of seeing the light, so that you can see clearly how it rises and how it flows into the jungles, to the bottom of those mountains. Like the giant is like what we say could be, I could say an animal, I name it animal-like, and this light is a different form of things. Even we don't know about it, but we just happen to see it. We've seen these oceans flying every 2 nights, and even when we go for a dive or spear fishing, and then even our fishermen, they must have to go to a shore because they are afraid of that light.
It seems like Guadalcanal and the Solomon Islands in general is really a place full of mysteries, unsolved, very strange issues and things. And I've heard about one more, and I know the island of Makira is especially known, but in Guadalcanal also I heard there are some creatures like they call them Kakamora, or they ascribe many other names to the small people. Can you tell us a few words about those small people?
Well, that's a real true story, and it's written down in the history of these islands, because Kakamora is the people of Makira is really well known since the government formed the Solomons as Kakamora. because that type of people is really existing in Makira. And also in Guadalcanal, some incident happened, or the people have been caught, and then they bring them to Honera in the 18th, in the 19th, and also the people in public in Honera saw those type of people. And in Makira, it's a real story that this place, these people here still exist in Makira. They look like a human being, but they're very small in size. Even if they can go under the houses at night, and they can go walk very fast. Those at Makira can go very fast, and they automatically disappear when they move. They're in a form of human beings, but we don't really take them in close range and see them clearly. Maybe they have still have 5 fingers, but maybe very small fingers. Right, and then they're very small people, but they do sex with themselves, and maybe they have kids. That's why there are so many. Maybe they're in one or 2 foot. These people always live in the central of the island, and they must be the form of creatures that they've been here before any normal human beings are in this island. That's what I believe. They are living also in the eastern part of the island, because that is a very, very flat land. It's a plain, so they can live in those plains and those very big mountain range. Similar to, compared to our mountains here, it's too slopey, and then these people cannot live really happy on this type of mountains like this on our coastline. But they live mostly on those areas. And then I do have a proof of it. I had one of our relatives been married to this area, telling us that there's a group of kind of small people carrying his timber after he cut them, keep them in the bush and stockpile them. And this type of small people come and throw them away by night. And they also had it that night that the timbers is banging, but they didn't know what happened. So after morning they saw the timbers dropping. They saw very short footprint, very small footprint, similar to baby's footprint. And that is I really thought that this thing must be here before any human beings arrive in these islands.